What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here from Nerd Takes, and today I have a movie recommendation that I wanted to share. So, some of my favorite things about movies are finding a really good one and then recommending it to others, as well as discussing the movie to see what their thoughts and opinions of the movie are. And because of that, I got the idea to start making some recommendation videos so that I could share some of my favorite movies. And while I was thinking of movies that I could start with, one of the first ones that came to mind was one that I rewatched actually not that long ago, which was No Country for Old Men. This movie has always stood out to me as one of the best that I've seen because it's just so well made from so many different aspects. No Country for Old Men was released in 2007, and the screenplay was based on a book of the same title written by Cormac McCarthy, and it was directed by the Coen brothers. It stars Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, and Tommy Lee Jones alongside a great supporting cast, and it tells the story of three characters who live very different lives that become connected on an intense path of destiny. Josh Brolin plays a guy who simply finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, who also just can't seem to let go of his curiosity, and instead further involves himself in a situation that he really shouldn't be in. Javier Bardem plays the role of the exact danger and evil that Josh Brolin's character now has to try his best to avoid or defeat. And Tommy Lee Jones plays the role of a sheriff who's close to retirement not only because of his age, but because the world around him, including crime, is changing into a world that he no longer recognizes. The film is incredibly well written, and from what I understand, although I haven't read the book, it's apparently pretty accurate to the book itself. I mention this because even though it's not an original screenplay, I do think a lot of credit should be given to the writers for their adaptation being so well done. There is very little wasted dialogue in this film. Most of the lines all play some kind of role in telling the story, whether it be directly in the form of moving along the story or just conversations meant to help develop and give insight to the characters themselves. It's one of those movies where you leave it feeling impressed by the dialogue. Then, of course, there's the story itself, which is an intense, slow paced, thrilling type of story that keeps you engaged from the moment it starts right through to the very end. The way that they're able to balance the perspective of all three characters and seamlessly fit them all together without making a mess of the storytelling is phenomenal. And on top of that, it's a very tight story and not much feels like it's unnecessary or out of place. The acting is some of the best quality across the board that a film can have. Josh Brolin and Tommy Lee Jones are both very good in their roles. They convey the thoughts, emotions, and reasons behind their characters' actions very well. But the standout performance in this for me is Javier Bardem. In my opinion, this was a career highlight performance for him. He plays the role of a calm but calculated maniac type character in a very unsettling way that leaves you in awe of his acting ability. And I'd also like to point out that the cinematography of the movie is impressive as well. There's some nice landscape visuals that really make you appreciate the level of immersion they create while watching. This film is excellent, and it's one that I absolutely recommend you check out if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, then maybe this video can serve as a friendly reminder to give it a rewatch sometime just because it's really that good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back again soon.